Hi, how are you? Amanda, Seint artist. We're gonna do an eyeshadow look. This is such a fun, easy eyeshadow. I'm using 3 colors. Drift, my favorite. I'm gonna be using Havana and then Trust. I did this look the other day and I loved it. So I wanna start with prepping my lid. So this is key. You can use an eyeshadow primer if you want. I just use my highlight color. Excuse me. I'm gonna go in with the blend brush. I'm going into Versailles and I am putting this cream on from lash to brow. So what this is doing is just giving me a nice blank surface, but typically I set this with a neutral color and I'm not going to today, and I'm gonna show you why. So I mainly focus this on the lower part on my lid and then I blend it up towards the brow. And that's because I have a lot of discoloration on my lids. And I set it because of creasing. I don't want it to crease, but I am gonna set it, but I'm gonna do it differently today. So I'm gonna go in to Drift. So now that I've set it, I've got this nice blank canvas. I'm gonna go into Drift, which is this so pretty champagne shimmer, and it's just creamy and good. I'm gonna rub this on my finger, put a good amount on, and I'm gonna press this on my lid. Pressing it into that cream will grab as much pigmented flecks, and it's going to give this look at how pretty that is. Okay, this is so, if you want just a subtle wedding look, this might be it. All right, going back in with my finger and I'm pressing Drift into that cream on my lid, into all the way up to the crease. Okay, pushing it on. Go ham. Okay, go nuts if you want to, all the way to the lash line, all the way over all of the lid, okay? Up to the crease, up to that brow bone, okay? That's gonna set the cream, keep it from creasing, but it's also gonna hold as much color as you can. Okay, I'm gonna go into the smudge brush, my favorite eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna grab a little bit more. When you use your finger, you get more product and it goes onto the lid a little better. So I'm just gonna press this up and I'm gonna bring it up. It almost turns it into 2 colors when you do it this way. So as you can see, I have the same color up here as I do down here, but they look like 2 different shimmers. It's like a 2-for-1 deal, okay? So I'm putting on the bristles, Drift, and I'm pushing this onto my brow bone all the way up to the thing that is an eyebrow. And so it's like 2 colors, but it's so much more subtle, like this. So it's 2 colors. All right, the next color I'm gonna go into is Havana. I'm gonna go in on the short end of my smudge brush and I'm gonna pick it up, tap off the excess, and I'm gonna push this on my brow bone up high, way up high. This is just a transition color that's gonna add a little extra dimension. And I like having a bright color when you're using such a dark, cool tone, like Trust. The color I do remember. All right, just bringing it over. Same thing on the other side, just keeping this up here on the brow bone above the crease because I have hooded eyes. And so the best way for me to see the colors I'm putting on is to keep them up high above my crease, just like this. And you could stop here if you wanted to, if you wanted just a light, bright color, but that's not what we're here for. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with that small end again. I'm gonna go into Trust. I'm picking up a good amount. And I'm gonna push this on the outer part of my lash line here. Okay, and then I'm just gonna pull it over. I'm not bringing it up like I usually do, just like that. I'm gonna grab a little more and I'm gonna do my lower lash line just to smoke it out. And I'm gonna pull it up to the top, just like that. Because I want the heaviest amount of this color on my lash line. On the lash line, good and thick. And then I want it to meet on this outer corner here. Now, if you want your eyes to look bigger, you don't want to focus the darkest color close to your lashes. If you want to make them look bigger, I'm going to switch to the big end and I am just going to blend this out. Blend it out so it's not so tight. I'm going to pull this up and out and pull it out past my eye. And this will give your eyes a bigger look. If you just keep everything dark and close to your actual eye shape, it's gonna make them look smaller. So blending out and literally meaning out away from your eye is helpful. All right, I'm gonna take what's left and I am gonna push this onto my brow bone. right here. This just gives it a little extra mood, and then into the crease on the inner part. How pretty is that? You got sirens going. All right, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna go do it again on the lash line, over on this side, on the lash line. Focusing it dark on the outside and then blending it in on that lash line right there. Grabbing a little bit more, and I'm gonna go on the lower lash here. And this is the important part to me. When you're putting it on that lower lash line and you bring it up, keep it going up. That way you know you're not gonna hop off. And again, flip it to the big end and blend it out. Pulling it out. I'm gonna take what's left. I'm not gonna add more. And you're gonna push that into that brow bone and then into the crease on the inside. And it just is this really pretty. This is a good date night. This is a good concert. Look, this could be your wedding look, but it's not dramatic, but it's not simple. But it's only 3 colors. 3, and that's it. That's the eye look. If you want to make your eyes look bigger, don't tight line. Leave it just like this. Add a little bit of mascara to your lower lash line and upper lash line. I have glue on lashes and I have hair in the way, and so I'm just going to add a little bit of mascara to my lower lash line. But to keep this, keeping my eyes looking nice and big, I'm gonna not tight line. And that's it. Really simple, really easy eyeshadow tutorial. And that's it. 6 minutes of your life. You can have it back now. Have a great day.